Let's take a look at what this type of trucking is before diving into pay and working on load boards. What is HotShot trucking? Are often confused with expedited loads. They are similar in nature, but expedited trucking deals with time-sensitive freight that is delivered with vans, Ts, and straight trucks. Expedited trucks are always on standby, and there are no set lanes available. Hotshots, in the true form, are medium-duty or one-ton trucks that pull trailers and get time-sensitive loads to the destination on time. Some loads are 100 miles away, while others are on the opposite side of the country. You'll find many owner-operators using their rigs to haul freight like this. While not a true definition of HotShot loads on a daily basis. The issue. The pay per load is often less than what a typical load would offer. If you go back to the 70s, this is where real HotShot loads were born. There would be truckers driving even normal trucks waiting outside of oil part manufacturers for a part to be completed before zooming down the interstate directly to the oil well. It was a great time for truckers because they had loads consistently, and a lot of money exchanged hands at this time. We have all seen what has happened to the oil industry. Why is HotShot trucking great? HotShot trucking is a lot of fun, and it allows you to haul loads that most freight trucks don't want to haul. It doesn't make sense for a large trailer to carry small loads that are better off hauled by a HotShot driver. You'll need to have a dually or one-ton truck. The truck that you choose is very important. You'll find that a lot of drivers choose a Ford F450 550th Super Duty. And these trucks are powerful and affordable. A newer truck has a base rate of $33,000 for a 2016, so the investment is much smaller. A HotShot business allows for lower startup costs, and you won't burn through fuel in the same way that a larger truck will. It's very important to remember that a HotShot won't be driving a full trailer unless they're really desperate for a load. Licensing is easier. In its true form, HotShots will need to get a commercial license, but not necessarily a CDL license. A CDL is meant for vehicles that are 10,000 pounds or more, depending on the state. Vehicles that are 26,000 pounds used to fall within these rules, but you will need to check with your state's laws. It's safer to obtain a CDL if you'll be crossing state borders. You will need a USDOT number and possibly an MC number as well. Always speak to the Department of Transportation in your state to ensure that all of the above information is valid as per your residence. Pros and cons of HotShot. The initial starting of a HotShot is confusing, especially the licensing. You can benefit greatly from talking to the Department of Transportation to understand if you need a CDL-A/B license or not. And a lot of haulers will find that it is a great way to start their own business. You'll also make more money than a Class 8, which is nice. Pros. Initial startup costs are much lower. Waiting is minimized due to many loads being expedited. Income is as good, or better, than most Class 8 pay. Loads are often regional or local, allowing for more home time. Cons. Starting your own trucking businesses means you'll have to worry about maintenance and costs. Demand can be high one day, and low the next. Pressure to grow a steady client base. A mistake that many new hotshot trucking companies make is that they don't understand local laws. You'll need to make sure that you account for taxes, at least 25% of your gross, obtain the proper insurance, and maintain your vehicles. The weight of your truck and haul may be more than allowed within state law, so you'll need to remain within federal laws, which means you need to be registered commercially. It's always best to discuss your business with DOT and get all of the legal issues taken care of prior to hauling any loads. You'll be fined heavily if you don't have the proper licensing. You'll also be responsible for your own logs, and you will need to stop at weigh stations in most cases. As a business owner, more of the responsibility is on your shoulders, but you will reap the benefits of being an owner. You'll be glued to HotShot load boards, and it's important to know how to work these boards to maximize your profits. Too easy to lose money if you don't work the boards properly. It is highly recommended that you set a rate average, say $1.50 a mile, and work from there.